So over the past couple weeks, I've noticed that there was an influx of comments coming in of people asking me to pick up and or review the brand new fragrance from Argos that came out like a month or two ago called Neptune's Trident. I tried a few fragrances, not a lot from the house, but I tried a few, and I own both Triumph and Bacchuses. I absolutely love those fragrances. They are great for the fall and winter. They have a nice blend of different styles of fragrance, all combined into one, and absolutely love them. So, with that said, I've been looking for a lot of fresh fragrances lately because I need to build my fresh collection. I have a lot of fall and winter fragrances, and out of all like 500, 600 fragrances in my collection, I would say like 1/10 is spring and summer fragrances. And so I've been looking for that, and people said, if that's what you're looking for, you should definitely try out Neptune's Trident. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I got this from Scent Rush, so thanks to Joey over at Scent Rush. I got it about 2 weeks ago, and I have tried it out now a bunch of times. I'm actually wearing it as my scent of the day today. So we're doing my full review of Argos Neptune's Trident. So yeah, without further ado, let's get it. What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back at you with a brand new release that came out, not exactly sure, it's like within the last month or two, from the House of Argos, and it's called Neptune's Trident. A lot of you guys, again, were asking me to pick it up and try it out, so I am going to be doing that today. Before we get into it, if you're not already, I know there was about 35% on my last month's videos of people that were actually subscribed to the channel that are watching the video. So if you can please just hit that subscribe button, smash that like if you can. Comment below and let me know what you think about the fragrance, if you've tried it, if you're interested in trying it. But again, today, full review of Argos Neptune's Trident. Decant just about gone. I'm going to spray it one more time just to remind myself. And I'm going to give you the note breakdown, as I always do with my full reviews. The top notes are bergamot, mandarin orange, lavender, and cardamom. Mid notes are geranium, green tea, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. And base notes are vetiver, musk, labdanum, ambergris, iris, and sandalwood. So, again, there was a decent amount of hype on this fragrance. There always is when it comes to Argos. There's specific brands that are known specifically in the fragrance community. Not as much outside the fragrance community, but when you're in the fragrance community, a lot of fragrances, especially from houses like Zaharoff, Argos, Day 3, when they come out, they get hyped, especially if they're good. And so I knew that this one was going to be good as soon as I had 30 comments rolling in a week telling me to try the fragrance out. But as I've always told you, whenever it comes to blind buying, the highest I ever go is $250. And these fragrances, I like 100 milliliters. I like to have my collection uniform, and the other Argos fragrances that I own are 100 mils. So I wasn't about to buy one for, I think, $305 until I tried it. So thankfully, Joey over at Scent Rush sent this over to me. If you want to see the bottle, I'll obviously put it there. It is a frosted glass, which I absolutely love. So I can tell you, I am planning on picking this up. I'm going to be getting it probably when it comes onto Olfactory. Olfactory is one of the best discounters out there. But Argos Neptune's Trident, what does it smell like? As soon as you smell it, you'll know it has reminders of other fragrances out there. Louis Vuitton's Imagination. I know that's all the hype right now, and you can definitely recognize it's a similar style of fragrance with the citrus, with the green tea. It also reminds me of Ormond Jane's Montebaco Intensivo because of that green tea, because of the tea notes, because of the citrus, because of the woodiness. It definitely reminds me of those two if you mix it together with Jean Varvatos Artisan Pure. Honestly, just take your pick, Imagination or Intensivo, which both have similar facets. I would say it's closer to Imagination and Artisan Pure mixed together than the Intensivo. It's just, that tea and woodiness, the tea and sandalwood that you get from Intensivo is definitely front and center. So that's why I just want to give you guys an idea of the style of fragrance that it smells like. So it's clean, it's fresh, it's grown up, it's unisex. But I mean, this is something that as soon as I smelled it, I was like, yeah, that's in the realm of the fragrance that I like. That's in the realm of the fragrances that are hyped up, so I can see why they did it. Yeah, that tea, that sandalwood is definitely leading the way. You get the brightness in the opening while still maintaining to have that like clean linens feeling that you get from all of the other ones that I just mentioned. But then you mix that with a slight clean lavender and a nice little spice from the cardamom. It's very, very nice. A slight aromatic backbone, but honestly, when it comes to this fragrance, it's simplistic. It's simplistic. There's a lot of notes that I gave to you guys, but I can very easily dumb this fragrance down in a review by saying it is a very beautiful, high quality, clean, fresh fragrance that has a nice, like, soft linen feeling from that lavender and geranium mixture with a little bit of an undertone spice and then a nice, bright, citrusy opening. It's not like something that you would get where you can smell it's a ton of lemon or a ton of this style of citrus. Just that kind of mandarin oranges blended in there just to give it a nice little zingy pop, but it's not overly citrus. It's, again, just like Imagination and Artisan Pure, how they have the nice, beautiful citrus, that nice clean feeling to it that is great for the spring and summer. I would think if there was a typical season for wear, it would be the spring, but it is something that you can wear in basically any season. Any season, anytime. It's definitely a great work scent. But this is going to be something that you're going to be walking down the street and you're going to be exuding like the class and elegance. You're just going to be giving off that aura because it smells absolutely fantastic. Because I already own Imagination, and because I own Artisan Pure, and because I own Intensivo, all full bottles, it's the last thing that I want to do right now is spend another $300 some on a fragrance. Just that's my personal opinion. On any time that there's a fragrance over $200, even $150, I go and I tell everybody, I recommend you try before you buy. And also, if there are other fragrances in the genre, like I've already mentioned, and you haven't tried those either and you're interested, which one should I pick up? Why don't you go to Scent Rush or wherever? Get yourself a 2 milliliter, get yourself a 5 milliliter, whatever you want to get. Test out the fragrance, test out any of the ones that you're interested in, and then just see which one do you want. And then, so when this fragrance, I got it in, I sprayed it on. Yes, it reminds me of other things. It has its own Argos flair to it, obviously. It is my second favorite Argos of all time because Triumph of Bacchus is 100% my favorite. I mean, that's what really got me into that house. But as far as their fresh, this is their best fresh fragrance that I've tried. My thing about the fragrance, though, and this is a personal thing, is that I need to try out the fragrance first, and then I need to look at different comparisons, which one I like more, and then I need to go and decide, is this worth picking it up at that price point, or do I want to wait for something like Olfactory, who has Olfactory Factory LLC, who has Argos fragrances running at $75 to $100 off for each size, usually for fragrances that are 6 months or older. So, I mean, do you want to wait for that? You make that decision. Is it something that when you smell a 2 milliliter decant, you have to have right away? This is a absolutely anytime season, leaning towards the spring. Again, it opens up with a nice citrus blend with this clean linen that you get from like the aromatics, the geranium and the lavender. And the cardamom you would think would become overly spicy, but it's just kind of like a green, slightly spiced undertone. As that citrus and that cardamom start to wane, the clean linens kind of stays there, but it gets replaced, and the top gets replaced by this kind of musky woodiness. The sandalwood comes in, not overly creamy. And then it's just, and you know where I'm going. You have tea, musk, sandalwood. It reminds you of those other fragrances, again, with Argos's own flair, high quality oils. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. You're going to be walking around, you'll be exuding class, exuding just elegance. You're going to be smelling like $1 million. And people, I don't know anybody who's going to smell this when you walk by and isn't going to think that you smell good. It's a very, very well blended scent. It's one of their best, if not their best. And as far as fresh fragrances, it's not even close in my opinion. But I think they did a very, very, very good job. Again, season of wear, any season, lingering on more of the warm weather. But you're getting away with it in any season. But the performance of it, I mean, it's an Argos fragrance. They usually last a good amount of time. This one, when you first spray it on, you get above average performance for the first 2 to 2.5 hours. It does start to creep down on your skin and get to be closer to like a half a foot scent. And it sticks there until about 6 hours. And then after that, it started to fade. But, I mean, it's getting closer to like a 7 hour scent. Which I think is absolutely fantastic for this. I mean, if you guys, it all depends on what you think about performance. I usually, if I get over 4 hours on a fragrance, I usually don't give a crap, and that's fine. And with this one, you get about 7, which, I mean, fantastic. It's not like an overwhelming performer, and it's not an underwhelming performer. It's just kind of right in the middle. So, yeah, that is Argos Neptunes Trident. I think it's very nice, very clean, very simplistic, with Argos's own flair on a very popular style of DNA. It's very wearable, very mass appealing. I think people are going to absolutely love it. Again, once this gets to discounters, this is going to be a steal. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So Argos did very, very well with that. Again, dry down, musk, sandalwood, maybe a little powdery tone, but not overly floral or anything like that. It's just very, very nice, well-blended, clean, musky fragrance with that nice tea, citrus opening, and a little bit of like a aromatic, clean feeling to it. So, yep, Neptune's Trident, fantastic. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. If you brought the price down to discounts, I'd probably lean closer to a 9. I actually really like it. So that's my scent of the day, and that's my video. Let me know if you guys have any questions or any comments, and then I'll be back with another one. Thank you so much. Peace out.